Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it is time for this week's tech analysis. Now, again, like with all the tech analysis, I think we've done like one or two so far. The goal is to feature a card that we did use in this week's deck. This week's deck was Gladiator Beasts. Now, there are so many cool things we could talk about that are just in-house Gladiator Beast cards. You know, Test Tiger does some setup. Test Panther was amazing. Being able to juggle around the Tamer Editor, even their spell card. And of course, I'm going to draw a blank, but the Gladiator Beasts comeback is another great option because, like, they're all good. But there's one card that rose above them all, and this week it was the Jester Confit. So, couple of things. Let's talk price points. I know how much you guys, maybe you guys don't love it, but it's a good thing that we do need to talk about because if you are going to add this to your arsenal, it is kind of budget, meaning it's not generally like a $10 card or more. We do have just the two prints. Now, the first one was a super rare from Ancient Prophecy, and it looks really good as a super rare. That's going to run you between $7 and about $12 right now, currently. And then, of course, and I really don't understand this common short print. This is out of a structure deck, the Cyberse Link structure deck, which is actually how I have it here today. And that's going to go between $3 and about $4. So, not terrible. What is it? What does it do? And why did we want to play it? Well, first off, it is just a little one-star spellcaster. It is dark. It does not have stats. It's all zeros across the board from there. But it's a cool looking clown, or creepy, depending on, you may not like clowns. I mean, honestly, they're creepy. Let's be honest. The effect here, you can only control one of these at a time. That's fair. Secondly, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. It has no other requirement to special summon outside of, you can't have one already, but that's fine. If summoned this way during the opponent's end phase, like let's say we're playing in like a Neo version of Clown Control, which is something that I have been tinkering on for a few months now. I'm just kind of reluctant to release it yet. I want to make sure that it's polished before I do. But if it is summoned this way, and is still on the field during your opponent's next end phase, you get to target a face-up monster they control and return both this and your opponent's card back to the hands. So again, you do get sort of a bounce effect. And again, as soon as I'm done, you know, kind of trilling through everything, I do plan on releasing that deck for you guys because it's kind of special. One of my friends helped build it originally. It's fantastic. But outside of that, like, what is it applicable for? Like, what else can we do with it? Well, guys, if you're playing like Monarchs, it's a free tribute. As you guys saw with our Gladiator Beast deck, the thing that we wanted to do the most was to develop into Test Panther. So obviously, any deck that's going to use any form of link climbing is going to appreciate it. And Test Panther's not the only one. One of the most popular link climbs out there for the less than budget player would be something like Predator Verde Anaconda, because maybe you're playing the new Destiny hero, maybe you're playing Red Eyes Dragoon, maybe you just got a Tech Super Poly and you're going to go into Starving Venom Fusion because Predaplant's effect allows you to convert one of your opponent's monsters into the Dark Attribute. So like Predaplant Verde Anaconda, very unbudget option, but Jester Confit, very budget option to allow this play to happen, really facilitating things. In addition, we do need to take a look at that star level for two more reasons. Link Kuriboh and Relinquished Anima. So these will allow other types of field disruption. And again, it allows us to sort of link climb. Because again, you could use like the Relinquished Anima, perform your link, vacuum a card, you've offboarded an option, and now you want to climb the rest of the way through your links. Which again is fine. Link Kuriboh, very good defensive option, and something that can recur itself depending on how many level 1s you're playing in your deck. So another great option. Maybe you don't have it in your hand. Maybe you'd like to just board it straight to the field. We can use 1-for-1 as it is a 1-star monster. Same thing with like Where Art Thou, but Where Art Thou is a little more taxing on us, as we're going to have to take the 2K because honestly we shouldn't be special summoning off of it. However, it is an option to allow it to get into your hand immediately. Another good reason, Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness is still a thing. Like I don't see a lot of people running Allure anymore, unless the deck is dedicated into a draw engine or gains some other beneficial effects, like, let's go with Thunder Dragon. Excuse me. But Allure of Darkness, totally a thing. Definitely a good card to toss out, because it may not always benefit your strategy. And for some cards I didn't pull out because I couldn't find them, because I didn't go looking, let's be honest. If you wanted to play something like Creature Swap, this is easy for Creature Swap. Let's say you guys are doing something with like Blue Eyes Chaos Max, and you want to go for the double piercing. You could special summon it. You can put it in defense because of this. And then either through Creature Swap or Xian Spy, if of course you have the hookup, you can go ahead and put this on the opposing side of the field and do the double crash damage over it. Again, you don't have to do it in just that. You guys can do it with Cyber Dragons, because again, we have that sweet, sweet Power Bond Searcher now. You will notice that this is one of the misprinted ones. I did get a trade and managed to net 2 of these for my collection. One of these will get put away, and the other one will probably see play here and there sporadically. But that's neither here nor there. Another thing you could easily do with the Jester Confit would be to, again, play something like a Clown Control. He fits the theme. He does have some control aspect. And depending on how you're slowing the opponent down, you can just kind of get a free bounce every other turn to help manage the field. One more thing, this one's a little bit off the beaten path, and I don't think anybody's playing it anymore, is a quick play spell called Magical Dimension. So it's a quick play spell, and I mean, I could look it up, but I'd rather not right now. The basis is that you do need to control a spellcaster in order to play it. Then you offer one of your monsters, or you tribute one of your monsters to special summon another spellcaster from your hand. And just simply by being on the field, we can also use him as the tribute, but since he is a spellcaster, if we have something else on board, we can go ahead and get rid of that in order to develop into our larger spellcaster. Not that you should play Dark Magician that way, but you could play Dark Magician that way, depending on like the context and rules for the duel that you're encountering. And then, of course, at the end of that effect, you also get to destroy a card. I do believe it is a monster, but you do get to destroy some card on the opposing side of the field. So, honestly, I think he's worth it. Again, if you pick up structure decks like I do, you always buy like 3 or 4 of them at a time. You probably have a playset of him. If not, it's going to run, again, for the commons, just about $12. If you do find one of the online shops there on the TCG player, you probably will end up with a free shipping. They do tend to do a lot of free shipping when your order is at least $5 from a single vendor, which is very cool. So that's our tech analysis. It's Jester Confit all day, every day today at least, and I do hope to play him a few more times throughout other decks. But really, he's just a good setup. He lets you get into some very high-powered, heavy-hitting type links, or again, can help you get out an entire strategy like our board lock that we performed with the Gladiator Beasts. So, guys, if you enjoy this, if you haven't already and you'd like to support the channel, the easiest thing I can say is go ahead and click the subscribe button if you like, and if you haven't already, try to let your friends know about the channel. That'll help out a lot too. And most importantly, my friends, go out there and have a great day. Like, go do something for yourself. Go play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Go get your favorite video game out. Go watch your favorite movie or binge watch something. Just treat yourself today, okay? All right. So I'm going to get back to work. And you guys, like I said, have that great day. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.